All right, I believe I'm recording. I hope I am. I like this mode here better. So we're going to take a look at the heart, and I have a live view of the heart and also a 2D view of the heart, and we want to take a look at the anatomical structure of the heart, just the main ones. And I like to look at it in reference to my blood circulating in the heart. Okay. And so I want to take the route that the blood takes throughout the heart to help me remember these anatomical structures here that we're going to name, or actually that's labeled. You see it. We'll name it and go through it. All right. So the blood enters the heart through the main veins called the superior and inferior vena cava. This would be the inferior, meaning bottom, and this is our superior, meaning above or top. So the blood enters the vena cava and is going to flow into our right atrium. Now, once the blood flows in our right atrium, it then is pumped through a valve, and this is a tricuspid valve or three-leaflet valve. And once the blood passes through or passes over that valve, we're going to enter into our, our right ventricle. Now this is just a still 2D view of the heart. Don't worry about it. However, that live view, the motion of the heart or the pumping of the heart causes this blood to flow or to circulate through the heart. So we can discuss that a little bit more in detail. So we're in the right ventricle now. The blood is pumped through and another valve, and that's our pulmonary valve. And I must mention here that our blood is deoxygenated blood. And so there's no or little to no oxygen inside of our blood when we're in the right atrium and even the right ventricle. However, we're going to pump this blood into our pulmonary artery. Okay, that blood is going to cross over our pulmonary vein. I'm sorry, our valve. So that's a pulmonary valve or a pulmonic valve. Now, once my blood passes through my pulmonary arteries, we're going to enter the lungs for oxygenation. And this is where our blood is going to pick up our oxygen within our lungs. Now, once we gather all our oxygen and release our carbon dioxide, we're going to enter, or the blood is going to enter the heart then through our pulmonary vein. Now, this is oxygenated blood now. Our blood now has a nice concentration or the proper concentration of oxygen. That's what we can assume, or in theory. So it's the proper concentration of oxygen entering our pulmonary vein. And blood's gonna pass through our pulmonary vein and enter into the left atrium. Once inside the left atrium, blood is then pumped over the mitral valve. Now this valve here has two leaflets. It's called the bicuspid valve, bi meaning two. So yeah, but the anatomical term for it is mitral valve. So blood is going to flow through that mitral valve and enter into our left ventricle. Our left ventricle is going to pump that blood through our aortic valve, and we're going to enter the aorta. And this is again oxygenated blood. This is rich oxygen blood passing through our aorta. Now, once into the aorta, blood is then passed through our systemic circulation, or simply throughout the body. And I think this is very important uh, concept to kind of grasp, because this can kind of help you remember the anatomical structure of the heart. But then also too, the blood takes the pathway uh, similar to our conduction pathway. So tune in. We'll discuss those topics a little bit in detail. We'll talk a little bit about the conduction system. We'll talk about how to read EKGs, and also we'll get into some rhythms. So that's it. Thank you for watching.